Seriously, guy. Just almost fucking killed a moron. Oh, god damn. Shit. He saw me, looked down, and continued to walk at his slow-ass pace. I think he was trying to get himself killed. Could have dropped my bike just trying to avoid him. God damn. Fucking hate people like that. Well, good afternoon, YouTube viewers. This is Grimmoto. I'm out on a ride on the last day of my vacation, and I thought I would try something new. I have been thinking about this for a little while now and been wanting to share with you some stories. Now, these aren't necessarily motorcycle stories. I am very fond of mythological stories or folk tales and stuff like that. And one of the things I enjoy about them is my ability to, share them in my own way with friends and find some kind of enjoyment from that. So I thought I would tell you a story today from one of my favorite sources, which I will probably put down into the details underneath this video. So look down below. Kevin Crossley-Holland, I think, wrote a book called The Norse Myths. I have enjoyed that book tremendously over the years, not only because it involves my favorite genre, but also his ability to tell the stories in an easy flowing way. I mean, he adds to them a little bit. He takes from multiple sources, but he also explains why he did what he did, which is something I like, being able to flip to the back and get a deeper understanding of the story he's trying to tell you. And in that spirit, I would like to tell you the story of Balder. Now, Balder is one of those stories, or one of those gods who was well liked. He was like the perfect guy. That guy in high school that no matter how much you want to hate him, you really can't because he's just that good of a guy. Yeah, that was Balder. Everyone loved him. He was milky white of skin, glowing hair. That he epitomized what we epitomize of the Norse god, the Vikings. But like to a factor of 10. Anyway, so Balder, he's the most loved god, merciful god, kind, wouldn't step on an ant to save another ant, but he would find another way of saving that ant. That kind of thing. Anyway, one night, he starts getting these bad dreams. Now, these dreams aren't just like the typical, ooh, I'm falling, or I'm at school and I'm naked kind of dreams. These are like legit nightmares. I mean, they're creepy crawly stuff crawling out of your eye sockets, going all over your body, eating you from the inside out. writhing in your bedsheets nightmare. And the thing is, the more he struggled to identify these dreams, the more he tried to put a finger on it, the more they got away from him. And each morning he would wake up and he would have this deep foreboding, this feeling of dread that something horrible is just about to happen. And so we do what we all do, right? We go to our moms and ask their opinion. We go to our friends, our family. We go to everybody we care about, everybody we respect, and say, hey, this is what's going on. What do you guys think? Well, all the gods get together, all the gods and goddesses. They listen to him describe his dreams, and each one is confused and scared, because why amongst all of us would Balder be tormented by nightmares? He hasn't done anything wrong. Balder's the best of us. He doesn't deserve this. And so the Allfather stands up and proudly declares, I will go and I will get answers. And all the others are happy, and they're like, oh, good, Odin's on the case. Odin will figure things out. Here, let's turn right. We'll take a little detour. I have no idea where I'm going to go today. I'm just kind of driving. But, so Odin gets on Sleipnir, his 8-legged horse, and he rides off out of Asgard, across the Rainbow Bridge, and heads north. He heads north to the realm of Niflheim. Now, for us, that would be an analogy towards riding off to hell. Yeah, that was annoying. Anyway, what was more annoying is I hit my turn signal instead of my horn. But anyway, so he's basically going to hell. He's going to Hell's Hall, Hel, and she rules the underworld. She's half corpse and half elegant princess type person. Very, very attractive, except for the goody parts. Anyway. So Odin rides into Niflheim. He, is barked at by their version of Cerberus, which is Garm, a large dog that's chained to a cliff cave, caked with blood on the neck and the rest of the fur, and just covered in it. But Odin's like, whatever, bitch. I'm just going to go on through. So he does. He rides in, and he rides up to Hell's Hall. Now, don't ask me how it's pronounced, because I can never pronounce any of these halls except Valhalla. Anyway. Wow, I'm saying anyway a lot. So, he's riding up to the hall, and he looks in through the window. And in the window, he sees that all the dead are gathering in the hall, and they're decked out in gold and ribbon, and it looks like they're preparing for some great party. He continues onward, circles the hall, and stops at a mound just outside the walls. The mound belongs to a ghost. Odin, stands before the mound, and he summons a seeress, otherwise known as a vulva. All right, insert giggle here. Yes, a vulva. That was the name for a seeress, or a prophet, in the Norse culture. So he summons her, and she comes up, and she says, "Who summons me, and why?" And so Odin, he says, "My name is Valtam." Ugh, that was a nasty bump. So Odin turns and says, "My name is Valtam, son of Valtam, and I have summoned you." I wish to know why you are celebrating, why your hall is decked out in gold and ribbon. What celebration is this? And the seeress says, we are in preparation for Balder. He is to come and join us. And Odin's thinking and says, how does Balder die? How is it that Balder would come down here? Why? And then the seeress says, his brother Hod will kill him. And Odin's thinking, right, Hod, the blind man, the one god among us who is disabled. Hello. And then, so Odin asks a few more questions. Odin says, well, if he's going to die, who's going to take vengeance upon his killer? I mean, it's Hod. Hod's not Balder, but, Hod's Hod. He's not that bad. He's a pretty cool guy. And so the seeress says, Rind, she shall lie with Odin and bear a son named Vali. And Vali, before he reaches 1 day old, will take vengeance upon Hod and carry him to the funeral pyre. And so Odin, he kind of nods, says, okay, cool. I get to bang Rind. But then you can see how he loses track of his thought, because then he asks, well then, who's going to wail at his funeral and throw scarves in the air and stuff? And that's when the seeress says, You are not Valtem. You are Odin. I know you. I will tell you no more. And Odin's like, damn right, bitch, I am Odin. And you're no seeress. You're the mom of 3 monsters. And I'm out of here. So Odin climbs up onto his horse and kicks the heels, and they're out of there. But then he's thinking that this is really, really bad news, because this changes everything. Balder's going to die. There's nothing he can do about it. And so he rides home with a sense of doom just surrounding him. And I think at this point, I'm going to stop the story, because that is the main part that I wanted to address today. I mean, Baldur's Dreams is like a watershed moment in these mythological stories, I think. And you kind of see that in Odin's reaction. He instantly sets off to the underworld. He goes and tries to discover why Baldur's having these dreams, and when he finds out that it's Baldur who's going to die, he knows it's unavoidable. Odin has been graced with wisdom, and he can see a bit of the future. He knows Ragnarok is on its way, and now he's certain it is, because he's certain it's on its way, because now part of that prophecy he has known is coming true. I think if you guys are agreeable and are interested, I will continue this story, at least to the point of through Baldur's death. I mean, if you guys are enjoying this, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of the story, how I told it. Hit like, subscribe, recommend me to others. I would really appreciate that. looks like it's stretched out in the back or something. I don't know. What is that? R1? YZF? I could not read it. Anyway, I don't know anything about sport bikes. I would be happy to continue. If you would like to hear a different type of story, I take suggestions. I'm not above going to the library to look up stories so I can share them. Come on, that was solid red, dumbass. Anyway. Maybe it's Vagtem. I don't remember his name. Vagtem, Valtem. Vemtem. Pretty sure it's Vagtem.